It's Pauline Douglas from Splash Marketing Technology speaking to you. I'm a technical marketer, which means I'm a technical person and a marketing person all in one for probably near on 30 years. In the noughties, and I went through the processes to float a company. I learned all about floating and I got to understand how Wall Street works and the NASDAQ. In the regular business, we have a product or a service and we build it so that it will pay our overheads, and hopefully we've got lots of money to give to the directors at the end of it to buy our beautiful houses, our beautiful cars, etc., etc. That bubble is soon burst when we find that the economy keeps falling over every 4 damn years. And the first time I experienced this was in the years that Bond and Skase collapsed. I was a young business person, scared to bloody death, and didn't have a clue what was going on. And we're thinking, what did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Well, you didn't do anything wrong. But this is what's happening. We may build our business around a 15 to 50% profit if we're doing really well. But the financial industry, number one, they're looking for ideas that can give them good leverage, which means it can build it and grow and grow and grow. The internet industry was one of those industries. They either buy everybody up who's in it or they put them out of business, which usually number 2. And then once they've got that cartel created, they start to make 300% markup. Why? Because it's no longer the industry that they purchased. It's actually the money industry. That 300%, what they now have is another business where they're satisfying the investors. No industry that can make money is safe because they practice alchemy. See, there's this new thing called the alchemist, They actively go out and find something that they know is going to be really good. Now, in my day, when I began, this was called extortion. What this does to the little man is if he ever thought of setting up a franchise, he can forget it. If, the galloping food sees it, food will go, oh, wow, that's a great idea. Mine. I'll have that. And this has happened in the construction industry, the charity industry, the aged care industry, the NDIS, which is the disability industry, disaster industry. It's disgusting. Even the people who are involved in these things don't see what's really happening. Now, we've got this $380 billion a year drug industry. You often hear me about that. It was a 25-year nightmare with drugs. And yet today I would say legalize them. If we legalize it, we can control it. We can profit from it. Now, that's $380 billion worth of non-taxes happening somewhere. Also, they're laundering the money. They buy shares in all sorts of things, like cryptocurrencies. Now, what have we seen recently in cryptocurrency? In America, remember that poor young guy who probably didn't even realize that the money that he was receiving was dirty money. Then you've got the countries that print money, and the crooks that print money. So you've got all this money going into the economy, and it's going into the financial cowboys' pockets. The shareholders around the world, they lose out because suddenly Wall Street collapses, a bank collapses. It's because it has no worth. But I have another reason as far as just cryptocurrencies are concerned. The internet is dastardly insecure. And after 40 years, that's pretty disgusting. But that's how it is. I mean, would you, a bloke just comes out of jail, would you say, look, I've got $250,000 just given to me by the government because my superannuation is up. Would you look after it? And don't tell me where it is? Would you do that? Well, that's what you do when you involve yourself in these shonky schemes. Now, internet people, and I'm one of them, we have privileges. When we control your data, we have privileges. My second husband, I said this in somewhere on the internet, he was a bigwig in the programming world when we were young. He did something with the tax department. He actually joined the Social Security Department and the tax department together. And he said to me over a meal, he said, "Would you like me to wipe your tax record?" He said. Oh, okay. Straight arrow, Pauline. What the hell do you want to do that for? You know, not that I needed it back then. I was still too young. Nowadays it might have been a good idea. But you see the privilege that technical people have? They're into everything. They're into absolutely everything. And I tell you, those cowboys, they're into the telecoms, hosting services, they're into the primary servers, they're into everything. So anyway, well, that's what I thought I would say today. I'll be talking about the workings of the internet in a few other videos. See if I can help you beat the buggers at their own game. Cheers. Madam Splash, signing off.